I'm Gwen. This video is 4 months late, if I'm even doing my math right. I filmed it on the 4th of July weekend and we are now in November. And I was thinking about scrapping this video completely, but it was very important to me that I continue through with this one. I had a 3-day weekend and I wanted to take advantage of that and have a little mini vacation, and I wanted to go to Palm Springs. It was really tough to invite people because it was a super last minute thought in my brain of I want to take this trip, so I decided to go by myself instead, and I'm really happy that I did. I got to bond with my dog Dallas and we had a great time. So without further ado, here is my Palm Springs vlog 4 months late. Hello. Today I'm so excited because I'm going to Palm Springs, a little solo trip with me and my dog Dallas. Here he is. Hi Dallas, are you so excited? He doesn't even know. But before we do that, I'm gonna get I got a quick snack and I got a Happy Meal. And I'm very excited because right now they're doing a mini series. Girl. It's a mini box inside of the box. So I'm gonna open the toy first because I can't. I've been collecting them. So far I have 3. So I want to see what this one is, and I hope it's one that I don't have yet. There's 22 to get, and I have to have all 22 of them. So we'll see. No way. This is the one I really wanted. Stop. Wait, how do I? Oh, okay. It's a mini McDonald's. I'm obsessed. Okay, let me show you the other ones that I could get. And I want all of the outdoor ones. So I'm so excited that I got that one. But the sign in the truck must have. I have the fountain, this mini box, and then also one of the trays. I'm so happy I've gotten a different one every single time so far. That's really the only reason I wanted to go to McDonald's today. But yeah, I'm going to Palm Springs, and now I'll be eating McDonald's every single day on this trip, so that I could collect all of them. What a great start to the weekend. I'm so happy about this trip because I'm going solo, and I wanted to invite people, but it's always so hard to get people to get together for a last minute trip. And I was like, well, I want to do something for the 4th of July, and I can't do fireworks or anything because Dallas gets really anxious around fireworks, and I don't want him to be alone at home. So I was like, it would be fun to get a hotel and do a mini trip, just me and my boy. So I got an Airbnb this time, and I'm excited to show you when I get there because it's a little trailer that I'm gonna be staying at. I'm so hyped, and yeah, so I'm gonna eat this and then we'll be on our way. Okay, I made it in and it's really dark in here. Dallas is inspecting. What do you think? I'm gonna give a little AirBNB tour. Oh, making yourself right at home. Is that your bed? Okay, that's your bed, and I'll sleep right here. He's still checking it out. Oh, you're gonna be right there? Okay. So this is in 0.5. Okay. Door. Mirror. The dining room. The kitchen, question mark. Okay, so we've got an oven. I think a fridge. In the bed. And a TV. Look at that. What do you think, Dallas? What do you think? Look how cute. This is so cool. We got some magazines. Oh, and wait till you see the outside. Thought this was a fridge, but I think it's just a cabinet. This is so cool. Let me show you the outside, but from inside. Oh shit, I broke it. Okay. Oi. Okay, never mind. Something so cute about this Airbnb. There's this little notebook, and people have written in it, like talking about their stay, like different names. Some people draw a little cute stuff, and I'm excited. I'll write a little something on my last day. All right, we are here. This is so cozy, right, Dallas? Here's the bed. Here's the rest of the camper, and it's so cute in here. So there's also a main house, and that's where you go to use the restroom because there's no bathroom in here. But there's also sorry, it got like randomly bright. Whoa. There's also a outside bathroom, and I'm not sure if I want to use that one. Part of me is like a when in Rome. Well, okay. I don't know if I explained it, but there's like a few different campers on the property, and then the main house that we have access to. So everyone shares like the bathroom. So far, when I came in, I saw one person. I tried to open the front door, or not the front door, the like back sliding door, because it said that that's how you get in. That's what you have access to. Free access to the house. I tried to get in, but the door like wasn't opening, and I was struggling a lot. This is before I brought like everything in. I hadn't even gone into the camper yet. I'm struggling, and then I see a man inside standing up, and I was like, do I speak to them? Are they like one of the people? Because it did say online that there will be someone also here, but I don't know if that means like another RV dweller or like someone who like works here, because I think like 2 people manage this spot. But anyways, they pointed to a different door to open, so I opened it, and then once I got inside, that man was nowhere to be found ever again, and I haven't seen him since. So I think I scared him away. That's okay. But now that we're here, I'm kind of like, now what? It's really hot outside. I knew that it was gonna be hot out here because, you know, Palm Springs. I've been here before. Last time I was here, it was about, what were you looking at? It was about 115 degrees, but now it's only 100 degrees. So I was like, it's chill, it's fine, everything's gonna be okay. But 100 degrees is still really hot. What's up? Do you hear something? Reach up. But anyways, I'm having fun so far. It's cute AF. It's a vibe. There's a TV here, so I might watch something on the TV. Alright, now we're pretty like settled in, and I figured out how to get the Netflix on the TV. Okay, here's my thing. I always feel very guilty when I watch movies or TV shows. Something in my brain is like hustle culture has infiltrated to where now I feel like weird whenever I watch TV. But I'm in vacation mode, so I'll be able to do this guilt-free. I did just start the show Inventing Anna. I'm already on episode 4. This morning when I was having a hard time sleeping, I woke up at like 4 a.m. and I tried to watch something to like get me to go back to sleep. And this is not the show to sleep to because I was captivated. The sun goes down at 8 p.m. and that's when the temperature goes down to from 100 degrees to about 90 degrees. So part of me is like, it's 4 p.m. I have 4 hours until it's a temperature to where I don't want to die, but then it'll be dark, and then what am I gonna do? So I think today is gonna be my chill day, chilling in the RV day, and then tomorrow will be my exploring day. I don't know, you know? So I'm gonna just chill. Okay, an update. It is now 9 p.m. and I have not heard a single firework, which means my plan was successful. The whole point to go to Palm Springs is to avoid the fireworks. And I haven't heard a single one, so this is fantastic. Dallas is a very happy boy right now, and you can barely see him. I was a little nervous because even though they said online that Palm Springs is a no fireworks zone, so is LA, but people in LA still do fireworks. So I wasn't sure, but I know that's like a lot of like retired people who live in Palm Springs, so maybe that's the situation of why there actually isn't any fireworks. So the situation with this Airbnb is that it's like a community Airbnb. So there's other trailers or other RVs that people could rent out to, and it's a shared bathroom and stuff. So far I've only seen one person, and they were not friendly, which made me feel a little weird, because in the description of the Airbnb it said like, gotta be comfortable with sharing the space and be friendly. I was like, hello, and they said nothing. They're in the living room. They said nothing. They got up from the couch and went to their room, which is totally fine. I saw them twice and the exact same thing happened, and I was like, oh, okay. And I know not everyone is going to be my best friend, but come on. Hello. Hey, how's it going? Part of me is thinking maybe it's a man who is alone, and maybe they wanted to be extra cautious of not appearing weird since I'm like a girl. So maybe that's why they left. But they made themselves look weird. I'm gonna continue watching my show. I gotta know about Anna. I gotta know who she is. Is she really rich or is she a fraud? I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm very excited for tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up really early so I could do stuff with Dallas in the day. Okay, I will say one spooky thing. I don't hear fireworks, but it is windy, which makes noise, and that's a little unsettling. But it's okay. Oh my gosh, imagine. No, okay, I'm sorry. I had like a really dark thought of like, what if this ended up being like a lost tape? I'm gonna take that thought and like shove it away. I'm gonna put it in the trash can because that was really dark. I'm gonna have a great night's sleep. In fact, I'm gonna take a Tylenol PM to make sure I go to sleep so I'm not all anxious. Okay, bye. See you tomorrow. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, okay, update. I took a shower, I did my makeup again, and it's 8 a.m. Now me and Dallas were at the park, just like a random park, and apparently I am one with the locals because everyone has their dog out right now, probably because it's like the only time where it's like bearable to be outside, especially for dogs. Can't even imagine wearing a fur coat. There's someone over there with a Miata, and I wanted to park right next to them, but they were in their car, so I was like, let me not be weird, so I parked really far away. Oh, and they're leaving. Let me show you. Goodbye. So yeah, what do you think, Dallas? Are you excited? Oh. So now we're gonna go take a walk, and then we're gonna go to the Botanical Gardens, and I'm very excited for that. Dogs are allowed there, so of course we gotta go. Okay, we're done with our walk. I want to do a self-guided mid-century modern house tour, like where you just like drive around and like look for all of the houses and I don't know, take photos of them or just look at them. I think that would be really fun, and I can do that with Dallas. The Botanical Garden opens at 10 and it's 8:30, so we have about an hour and a half. Alright, I'm doing the self-guided tour, so now it is montage time. That scare you? Okay, so we are back. I don't know about you, Dallas, but I had a great time. He was a little upset towards the end just because he's like, I don't know where we are. When are we going home? He does get homesick pretty quickly every time we go on trips. He's chilling now. He's got his water, he's fed, he's chilling. So now I'm gonna do an outfit change. And I don't know what to wear yet, but I'm gonna be going to the museum and definitely some thrift stores. Maybe do a little bit of shopping. I want to keep my shopping under control. I have 2 looks that I'm thinking about doing. Oh, my microphone wasn't even plugged in. I have 2 looks that I'm thinking about doing. They're both dresses and they're 2 very different vibes. So I'm gonna try them on so you can see the look. BRB. Okay, here's the first look. Okay, now this is a totally different vibe. It's giving I'm on vacation. It's giving I'm here to make memories. I'm here for the sun in the pool. And oh my gosh, this one I want to pair with a visor. What do we think? Do we like this one or the other one? For going out, I feel like the other one was more me in the sense of I do wear black a lot. This I think would be better if I was going to the pool, but it's also kind of just a vibe. It's just a vibe. Hello? No, sorry. Can't go to work today. I'm going to the pool today. Don't bug me. Hi, okay, so it is lunchtime, so you know what that means. I know, we're on vacation. We should get some vacation food, but here's the thing. I have to get the mini toys. And every day that goes by without getting it is another day of a missed opportunity. So, we're eating McDonald's, baby. And I got a lot of fries this time. I really hope it's one that I don't already have. Okay, the meal is done. It is time to open up my new toy. I'm hoping it's another outdoor item, but it can't be the building anymore. It's gotta be the voice thing or the truck. But I'd be happy with anything. I get tree of food vibes from this one. Oh, I don't think it's a tree of food. How cute is that? I can't. The thing is, I'm not as excited because I already have this one. However, I am a little bit happy because this wasn't one of my favorites. And it comes with stickers, so now I get to actually use the stickers. Okay, also I could put things in it. If I ever have a partner and they're thinking about proposing to me, they have to propose on one knee like this. That's how my ring has to be. Got it? Okay, you make sure to let them know, whoever that is in the future. So then I start my journey in downtown, and you can see how empty it is here. No one was outside because of how hot it was. This is one of those stores where it had a bunch of stores inside the store and they were like super cute stores. And they had like a bunch of stationery. This was a random pin vending machine, and you know I was all over that. If you know me, you know I have a mighty pin collection. So this was right up my alley. And it's been a while since I've done a pin collection video. I should do an updated one since it's been like 3 years. Says suck it. I love it. Thank you so much. And I made friends with like absolutely everyone in these stores. They were so sweet. And then I found this one store where they only sold dachshund related merchandise, and my mom has a dachshund, so I got her right on the phone to let her know. And then this keychain was kind of calling to me. I also have a keychain collection, but I hate having a bunch of keychains on my keys, so I decided this will be the one because I love the enamel texture to it. And then there's this really popular artist in Palm Springs I had to check out. I've heard of him for years, but I've never been into his store before, so I had to make sure I stopped by. And then I went to this thrift store that had a bunch of cool stuff as well. There's my car. And then it was time for the museum, which I only had 30 minutes to see everything. But I've been here before and they didn't have a ton of new stuff, so I was pretty confident that I would be able to see everything. But I had never been to the upstairs before, so I was very excited to see the upstairs. And here's a little montage of some of the things that I saw. done with the museum and it was time for my next destination. But I didn't go straight to my car. I walked around a little bit because it was starting to cool down ever so slightly. And by that I mean like 0.5 degrees. And it was enough to where people were coming out a little bit. So I had to check out Maryland, say hi to Maryland. And I also heard some cicadas in the trees, so I wanted to say hi to the cicadas. And they're so like cute ugly. They were probably one of my favorite bugs just because they're so like weird. And I found one of their shell things on the wall and that was really cool. And yeah, I was just admiring the cicadas. When I was standing right here, some people started talking to me and asked me about my tattoo, so I stopped and talked to the lovely strangers. And then I went back to my cicada admiring ways. It was absolutely stunning at this hour, and I wanted to stay and take more photos, but it was still too hot. So I went back to the Airbnb to check on Dallas and spent some time with him and cooled down in the camper. Then I returned to get sushi, and that's when more people were coming out. Here's some people admiring Maryland. And then I got some sushi. This is a place I went to, and I got the orange blossom roll and the crispy rice with spicy tuna. And I just sat here and listened to other people's conversations that were near me, and it was a good time, and the sushi was delicious. After sushi, then I went back to my car, but on my way I did a bunch of people watching. Then I hung out here for a tiny bit, listened to the peaceful quiet of the night, and then I went back to the Airbnb. Oh my gosh, what a day. Can't believe how early it started too. But I'm all showered up. I needed that shower. It's 100 degrees. Not saying I'm stinky, but I think there's like 4 RVs on this Airbnb thing, and I'm in one of them, of course. And then there's the main house, right? In the main house, there's I think 3 or 4 bedrooms. And last night there was only one guy, and I've only ever seen one guy, and he hasn't said hello. I saw that there's 2 RVs being occupied now. I haven't seen anyone, any humans, but I just know that the lights are on. But I will be leaving in the morning, so no time to make friends this time. But I was so ready yesterday and this morning. I was so ready to make some friends. But it's okay. I did talk to the girl who works here. She came by to clean up and stuff, and she said that normally every single RV and room is occupied, but it's just unusually slow right now, probably because it's 1,000,000 degrees outside. But she said for Coachella, of course, they're like sardines in here. So many people. For the museum, I got there kind of late because I was doing some window shopping and stuff. And then I was like, oh shoot, the museum closes at 5 and it is 4 p.m. I got there at 4:20. They all let me know, we're gonna be closing at 5. And I was like, I know, I'm a professional museum goer. I got this. I will see everything. And luckily I was there last year, so I had already seen a lot of it. I hadn't gone to the upstairs of this museum last year, only the downstairs, because I was taking my time. And this time I could not take my time, but I already saw a lot before. And they had a new exhibit that got me a little emotional for some reason. I loved the atmosphere in there. They provoked emotion in this exhibit, especially this dark room. It was these photographs of photos taken at night. It was very eerie, and the way they lit the room made it feel like you were there, and I love that. But there was this other part where people were adding their little mementos from their travels, a little something, so into this box. It was super cute, and I loved the vibe, and the artist was gonna keep it and possibly make a little thing out of it. So I was like, ooh, what do I have that I could give to the artist? People were putting random things in there, chapstick and lighters, and there's some hot sauce in there, and photos and stuff. So I was like, oh, I'll put my CBD vape in there. It's almost empty and I could part with it, Everything else I couldn't quite part with yet, but I had that vape for a year, so it's something I've carried around with me, a little special. This mango flavored CBD vape, I had just gotten a new one, so I was like, okay, it's time to donate it. I did not think about how heavy it was, and I already felt awkward because the announcer person said that we had 5 minutes until we close. So I was like also rushed, but I popped it in, and oh my god, you guys, it made such a loud noise. It was probably not that bad, but because I'm just very awkward sometimes, and typically confident, unbothered, fearless. In this moment, uncomfortable, awkward, insecure, I felt like everybody looked at me when I'm sure nobody did. I know one of the security guards did, and that one security guard was enough for me. I was like, I have to go now. But yeah, also the stores were interesting as well. I went into a couple of stores. There's 2 of them in particular, and I don't want to give away what stores they were because they were kind of rude. And it was the first stores I had went into today, other than the garden that I went to with Dallas earlier. And it was weird because it wasn't like they were rude. It was just that they were very, they were short and like paid no mind to me, like as a customer, which is fine. I am not looking for like a grand old thing, but it was the energy and the vibe. And they happen to be stores that sell very expensive items. And I feel like that's just very common. Store workers, people that run the store that also sell expensive items, they just don't care about you, I guess. But I don't know. What if I was somebody? What if I was somebody who was ready to drop a few grand on the things that they were selling? Because one of the stores, it was a few grand. Some of those items, like the cheapest item I saw was probably $700. And in that store, the guy was like on the phone with his family or something. He was just like chatting, like a personal phone call on the clock, while there was a customer in the store. That's just kind of crazy to me. But what do I know? So, oh, and they were back to back. It was 2 stores in a row. And honestly, it made me feel like oddly lonely. Like already in the atmosphere of walking around. It was a little bit in the afternoon, but not evening yet. There wasn't a lot of people out because it was really hot, I'm assuming. So I have video of this. I truly was the only one walking around. And then for them to be kind of like whatever towards me made me feel a certain type of way. But then I went into this store and I forgot what it was called. And they were selling like ceramics and mostly glass. Like glass bowls and cups and art. And I came in there and it was really silent. I didn't see anyone. And there was a man kind of in the corner, but I didn't see him. And he was like, hello. And I was like, oh, I didn't see you there. And then he jokingly was like, boo. And oh my god, those simple little things. I was in love. He was like 60, so it wasn't like that. But it was like, it was very heartwarming. It was made me feel at ease. And we talked for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. He was such a sweet guy. His name was Patrick. And I adore Patrick. And then I went to like look around more in the store. And I was like, it was nice to meet you, Patrick, but I'm going to be on my way. And he was giving me tips to stay hydrated. Such a sweet guy. And we need more Patricks in the world. I felt a soul connection to him. Like maybe we were friends in a past life. But yeah, so then I went to a couple of other stores and yeah, it was still like it was pretty dead. So I was like, I'm gonna go to the museum because it closes very soon. So then I did the museum, and then I came back here to check on Dallas, take him out on a walk. And yeah, it was a weird thing where like with the air conditioning in here, it was like kind of too cold to hang out in here. Like, fine for Dallas, he's got a fur coat, but too cold for me. Like, look at me, I don't have a fur coat. And it was only like 6 or 7 p.m. I was like, I gotta do something still. I texted my mom. I called my dad, but he was busy. And then I texted my mom. I'm like, I'm bored all of a sudden. So I was looking for something to do, but a lot of places closed. I pretty much did everything that was on my itinerary for the weekend. So I went and got sushi, of course, and my sushi was delicious. It seemed to be very busy. I sat at the sushi bar, which I was totally okay with because it was busy. Because normally if I'm eating alone, I do like to have a table, but of course if it's busy, then I won't do that. Then I will sit at the bar. But if it's slow somewhere, I'm getting a table. But yeah, it was pretty uneventful other than the sushi being absolutely delicious. I overheard some people talking next to me. The sushi place that I went to yesterday was called Sandfish, I think. And I have not fact checked this, but the person next to me was telling that other guy next to him that there's a location in West Hollywood. So I gotta go, because that was also phenomenal sushi. But yeah, so then after that, it was so lively. It was crazy how it was like dead earlier in the day, but once it became nighttime, it was very lively. And it totally makes sense because it was like not as hot. But the thing is, earlier in the day, it was 100 degrees when I was walking around. And when it was lively at 8 p.m., it was 90 degrees. 90! But yeah. So in the morning, speaking of temperature, because this morning it was like 70, 80 maybe when me and Dallas were out and about. Oh, he's pooped. So it'll be about the same tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. My checkout time is 11 a.m. I might leave early though, or I might leave exactly on time. I'm not sure yet, but honestly there's not a whole lot we could do in the morning that I can't do at home. It is colder at home, so I might just go straight home. Oh my gosh, okay, I forgot to mention this. When I was going to the sushi restaurant, I parked my car and I was going to the restaurant, right? And I saw this bus and it looked so weird because it was like a bus, but it had like a giant window cut out and seats that were only on one side looking through the window. At first I thought it was a picture, like a bus that just had a picture of people sitting. I was like, what the heck? But it looked 3-dimensional. So I was looking, and I swear I had my glasses on and I still couldn't understand what was going on. And it was called a Drag and Fly, and apparently it's like a tour bus where a drag queen shows you Palm Springs, and it looked really cool. And I was like, oh my gosh, I should have done that. How did I not know about it? And I looked it up and it was definitely over $100. And I was like, damn, next time. I wouldn't be able to do it tomorrow because they start them, I think, at 1 p.m. is what it said online. And I was like, damn, I can't do that. Hi, good morning. Good morning. So yeah, I had a really good day today. I'm very excited that I'm here, that I did this. It made me, it made me very happy taking this trip. I like doing things on my own terms, and I do have a little bit of decision fatigue because I can't bounce off ideas off of someone else, being like, okay, now what do you want to do, you know? And I didn't quite have like an exact itinerary for this weekend. It was just more like an idea of what I wanted to do. Yeah, it was such a good day, such a good weekend. But yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep now. I'm gonna finish up this show, Inventing Anna, which is not on the screen at the moment. I'm gonna watch the show, and I will see you tomorrow. Good morning.
I'm so tired. Oh my gosh. I don't know if it's the air conditioning or what, but my nose is like so clogged. Oh, we're so down here. I have 3 more hours that I could be here. And I'm so sad now. I know yesterday I was like, I'm bored. But now I'm like, no, I don't want to go. Should I get McDonald's? No, I can't because it's only breakfast. Maybe we could go to a little cafe. Do you want to go to a little cafe? You want to go to a cafe? Okay, I need to wake up. I've been just doom scrolling on my phone for like, honestly, probably an hour. But yeah, alright, I'll get myself up and ready. Okay, I was like too scared earlier, like this entire weekend, to open these windows. But now it's like bright and I kind of like it, so we're gonna vibe with it and we're gonna speed run me packing up my stuff. Okay, but we're gonna watch TV while we do it. Well, I am. You can't listen. If you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it because this was kind of a long one. I appreciate you. You're a real one. And if you made it till the end, put a palm tree emoji in the comments so I know that you're here till the end. I'm Gwen Wiley and I will see you next time.